Devils.
Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona Stadium, with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sun Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wildcats offense will have the first possession of the game. Guys, they battle for the Territorial Cup and bragging rights in the desert.
Yeah, and the three of us have been part of this rivalry. We've seen it up close before, calling this game in the past, and we know these two fan bases, man, they do not like each other.
Disdain, distaste. This rivalry goes back to before Arizona was an official state. Just think about how deep and how old this rivalry is.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll try the run. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking for room. It's high. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Zona Zoo had a huge celebration with a big win the last time they saw the Devils.
And it just felt like in that game, everything Arizona dialed up was working. Arizona State's defense in this game, David, they have got to play better.
They got to play better. They got to step up, because last time the Sun Devils got that pitchfork stolen, and the Wildcats used it on them over and over again.
Just ran him over. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Tackle is made after the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. They're going back to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now they'll try the right side. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. The Sun Devils offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders everybody looks up to.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone, helping your offense out.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense to understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
They'll try to blast their way in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll give it to the back.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Backed up, 3rd and 10 from inside their own 5. Like a doctor, first do no harm. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll mark it down, and that'll be enough for an Arizona 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They feed him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado and a history buff too. great history between these two schools, though.
Yeah, and it goes back obviously that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
They'll throw it on first down. It's on target and complete. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Arizona comes out with another first down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And that's in Arizona.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Here's the handoff. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll run it to the right. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
At the 11-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on.
It's complete! A huge pickup! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This offense has a second down play. Off play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the plays are open. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Gonna run it. It's high. Runs through the tackle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. And the Sun Devils in the hurry-up. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the thing.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get us down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Then the short completion brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And that's in Arizona.
Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the 22 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got the back over the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Got his man out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, all the tradition, all of the bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the fight for the Territorial Cup. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Arizona and Arizona State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. A dynamic explosive return, the sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative. They're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. 1st down for this offense. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, running back gets to give. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. He now has 84 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some...
Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some 1st downs, get some positive momentum.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that running the football on first down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Handoff from the gun. At the 35, he's open. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Arizona has it in the red zone. The give to the tailback. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and goal.
Green 25.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a 4th down.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
Here we go. Reload.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground with the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And that's in Arizona.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Arizona State, 3.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Here we go.
The back goes in motion. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On the ready.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Spider.
Using his legs, it's hot. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9.
Brought down at the 9-yard line. Brings up a
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
They go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
now a 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right on target the 1st time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Arizona State, 3.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score a touchdown.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back, inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Throws for the tight end. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
2-9 Philly.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Easy.
They're going to ride this running back. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Offense gets set for 2nd down. And they'll take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident, David. They were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.